Hi everybody, it is Jakari Wing. I am back with another video and I just wanted to pick from this little manifestation journal that I have that I've been keeping for about 2 years. I wrote down YouTube video ideas like a long time ago and I just want to see what's in here. So yes, I just got done doing some yoga. I noticed that I needed more self-care this week with a move, and I feel like doing yoga really helped. I still have a few things I need to move, but I really wanted to make sure that I preserved a little bit of my sacred space in my home. My altar is gone, but I have like little tiny versions of my altar here. It was really hard to pick and choose, but the plants are still here. They need to be repotted. Some of them need a little bit of help standing up straight, but they're doing great overall. Okay, let's see what I can pick from here. Oh wow, this is a really good idea to talk about / topic. Making peace with our ancestral legacy, honoring by moving forward with love despite knowing the hardship. I guess that's what we're going to be talking about. And let me just keep this bookmark open in case my ideas need a little bit of sprucing. Another thing I wrote is trusting that we deserve to be acknowledged with an open heart, that we too are able to access blessings and divinity, because even though our lineage might scare us or the pain might be too challenging to accept, we are complex. We are beings of joy and light. Our DNA is sacred. Our DNA is perseverant. Although our rivers are dirty, our inner cups are overflowing. You guys, what a time to be alive. 2024. There's so much happening in the world, and what a time to be alive. Like, I always think about how our souls basically chose this lifetime. They chose to express in this way. They chose to have this relationship with the internet, and there's so many more things. Something really inspiring that I've been reading right now is Emergent Strategy by Adrienne Maree Brown. The book opens with a quote by Grace Lee Boggs that is transform yourself, transform the world, which is a quote that I live and stand by. I think there's so much power in going inward with yourself and then kind of coming into your community and changing the world. Like, I really, really believe that. So I love the book because they are suggesting that we can find ways and strategies to do that within our day-to-day lives, within our communal lives, and even in the way we fit as humans in the world. And we can follow nature, just biomimicry. We can sit alongside nature and figure out what the strategy of the plant is to exist on the earth, and we can copy that and apply it into our lives, because nature is honestly the greatest teacher, and nature is a vibe. The Mother Earth. I have come to learn that I'm much more sensitive than I realized. It's a gift, but I can pick up people's energy so quickly and make it mine, because I just grew up in environments where enmeshment happened. And the reason enmeshment happened is because my family comes from a challenging lineage where they felt oppression on a state level. So there was a lot of enmeshment that needed to happen during that time period. There was a lot of strategies that required people to really lean onto each other because they lost their homes, they didn't know what they were going to eat next, they had to make a path forward. And I always just think it's so interesting because, like, I know my existence has something to do with that enmeshment happening during a time of need, during a time of war. And it's really beautiful because there's another book, Braiding Sweet Grass, where Robin Wall Kimmerer basically has a whole chapter about this kind of enmeshment, but how it shows up in plants, specifically how it shows up in lichen, which is a combination of fungi and algae. So they both came together because they were in a time of need, and they created a whole new being, which is lichen. And I've always been obsessed with lichen because it grows in fresh air, and when I see it, I know that I'm in fresh air, and it's just really beautiful. But enmeshment. that is I guess a strategy or a kind of like element, and that type of element can exist in nature and it can also exist within our lives. Yeah, I think to bring that back into like ancestral work, so number one, I love talking with my ancestors, and I usually honor them through the 4 elements, so that's kind of what I'm into. And when I honor them, I make sure that I am allowing ancestors to come through who vibrate with love and nothing less. And the reason I do this is because I know my lineage struggles with enmeshment. The shadow of enmeshment is like codependency. It's what else? It's a lot of gaslighting. There's a lot of control, and this usually happens when things are a little bit leaning more on the patriarchy. But, you know, clearing it up and thinking about the more positive aspect of enmeshment for me helps, because then it allows me to connect with my ancestors who use those strategies and found beautiful lessons that they could pass forward. So that's how I connect with my ancestors on a vibrational level. Oh, other ways to connect with your ancestors: food, because their DNA is your, like, you have some of their DNA. You know, I'm gonna do a live reading of a nature deck that I have. Let me get it. It's a nature meditation deck that I got from a cousin. This is what it looks like. And I'm gonna pick a little card for this session. So here are the cards. Okay. So this is the card that wants to share a message. It's a beautiful, beautiful, simple deck. Oh, how cute. It says, "You are worthy. Nature never questions our worthiness. It never asks that we provide our credentials or prove ourselves in order to receive the bounty of its offerings. Next time you find yourself questioning your worthiness or experiencing feelings of self-doubt, go outside to remind yourself that nature will always embrace you as you are. Choosing to be gentler with yourself, know that you deserve the good in your life. You are worthy of joy, happiness, and peace you seek." Honestly, you guys, I feel like that is the message. You are worthy. Just imagine how your life would be if you moved through it knowing you were worthy. I just feel like things would be so much easier. If you told yourself every single day, every single moment you could remember, "I'm worthy, I'm worthy," what would happen? I don't know, but is the antidote to self-doubt or low self-worth just telling yourself you're worthy? I don't know, but sometimes it's very impressive how quickly you can jump to another feeling. Not that we're trying to escape our feelings, but, you know, that we're okay with flowing from one place to another. I'm really, like, that's what I'm needing to hear right now, so that's what I'm sharing. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a blessed day and that you tell yourself that you're worthy. Okay, bye-bye. Oh yeah, I do have a newsletter where I talk more in depth about my relationship with shadow work, with magic, with telling little like memoir stories and connecting them with a universal meaning. I also do collective readings on there, but I do have a Substack and I post every month.